All right, we're live, folks. Welcome to our call tonight. It's Wednesday, middle of the week, and we're having such a great time here. Brought to you by Mentoring Millionaires and OneUpListBuilder.com. And I'm Tracy Jameson, along with my co-host, good friend, and co-owner of our companies, Val Smith. We've had quite a ride this last, oh gosh, how many days has it been, Val? It's only been about maybe 10 days since we launched this program, just right before after Christmas, rather, and so it's right before Christmas, sorry. And so it's been really exciting. We've seen such great stories happening from everybody, great feedback, and we're really seeing a real change in the industry and really what the industry is needing. So we've got the industry's best with us here tonight as part of the company, as a co-owner of the company, and he always has such great wisdom to share, has those gold nuggets, and folks, you're in for a treat tonight. I hope you brought guests, and we're going to turn the floor over to Mr. Val Smith. Val, buddy, over to you.
Tracy, thank you for the very kind words. I really appreciate that. Try to live up to that as best I possibly can. Chances are probably slim and none, but thank you once again. Yes, we are going to talk about what I perceive to be, and we're seeing it with the results right now, the hottest business opportunity in 2017, without question, without doubt. We're averaging over 264 people a day coming into the business. That's got to be fun. That's got to be exciting. It's all because of you, all you wonderful people that are out there on the line right now. And sorry, I just had a text coming in from my wife. And the really cool thing is, it's all about you. Everything that we put together here is all about you. We empowered you through this whole process. If you take a look at the protocol, the methodology, the principles that we put into play here in this business opportunity, it wasn't designed on Tracy's needs or my needs. Tracy and I battled with this for the longest time. We had to kind of study the internet. We took, this probably was 2 years in the making. I kid you not, at least 18 months in the making. We just didn't know it. We've been studying human behavior. We've been studying Facebook, not so much the technicality part of Facebook, but the behavioral patterns of human beings. And if you can study the behavioral patterns of human beings, you got yourself a winner if you tap into it. The great legendary Warren Buffett said, if there's something you're truly in love with, something that you have a genuine passion for, make that your hobby. But in order to create a successful business, study what the masses do and turn that into your free enterprise, your entrepreneurial spirit. Turn that into your business, really is what he's saying, and capitalize on the trends of people. And Facebook, social media, it's amazing. You know, there's a lot of business opportunities. There's a lot of programs out there to buy. It's like, wow, you know, it's like frequency. It's like airwaves. You're just being bombarded with bandwidth, with opportunities. Everyone's an expert. Everyone's a guru. Many of the experts and gurus that, you know, are out there pumping Facebook, talking about $1,000 a day or $20,000 a week or whatever it is they're doing. Many of those people are exaggerating, and many of those people are broke. They really haven't had a lot of success. But I get it. That seems to be the in fad of today. That's what's in vogue. You know, a little bit of a psychology of fake it until you make it and kind of outmaneuver people psychologically through Facebook. So Tracy and I created an incredible concept called Mentoring Millionaires. And it's based on unbelievable truths. It's an esoteric platform. And we built it out knowing that there's a weakness in the industry. The biggest weakness in the industry is people. It's not tools. It's not programs. It's not comp plans. It's people. And we also understand the philosophy that there's a world within, there's a world without. The world without is a total reflection of the world within. So how do you take a broken human being, somebody that really doesn't have a lot inside of them to offer right now, might not feel good about themselves, probably, you know, run to the ground financially, tried all these various different business opportunities and never really found that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that was, you know, supposed to be waiting for them. Tried all these stay in bed, be brain dead, free business opportunities. Don't worry about it. You know, you can be in a coma and make $100,000 a week doing nothing or a year doing nothing. You know, we just got this automated system. All that has seemed to be fraudulent. I think most people realize that now. The ones that succeed at that are the ones that own that technology, the ones that have branded that technology, the ones that have put their names all over that technology. The average person is not going to make any money doing that. So when we put Mentoring Millionaires together, we put it together at $399, and it's the ultimate mindset training platform in the industry today. The information that we have in the back office is not taught in high school, college, university. There's some instrumental information in there that dominated, controlled the 90s, developed some of the greatest salespeople of all time in this industry. There's a course in there that will rock your world, blow your mind. I know what it's done for my life personally. I've seen what it's done for other people out there on the internet. I'm not talking about automated systems, but to turn them into, charismatic, passionate, phenomenal communicators. Everything they touch turns to gold, and there's a reason why. So if you've ever asked yourself this question as you kind of sit by yourself on Facebook, why is it that some people make money so effortlessly with doing very little, believe it or not, and some people bust their butts and don't make anything? What's the secret behind that? It's all sitting there in the Mentoring Millionaires back office. However, we came out with that program at $399 with a $300 commission. But, however, I said to Tracy, Tracy, something is wrong. Something is desperately wrong with this industry. Desperately wrong with the behavioral patterns of people. People are, still self-absorbed in doing the wrong thing. No offense, but it's the truth. And I think if you honestly have a quiet conversation with yourself, a lot of people out there are doing the wrong thing. There's a lot of people out there that shouldn't be doing what it is they're doing, being in business opportunities they shouldn't be in, getting involved for the wrong reasons, and not having the skill set, not having the business acumen, not having the structures, the foundational structures in place in order to take them to the promised land. They're pretty much destined for failure. And, that's quite obvious. They might not know that, but somebody that's a little bit wiser, smarter, with a Yoda mentality that looks at the situation can understand, hey, this is not rocket science. This is common sense. This is logic. You're doomed for failure. Why? Just because, So I said to Tracy, Tracy, you know what? We need to create a simulator, almost like a flight simulator. We need to create a program. And I said, just the software alone. I said, we don't even need to charge any money for it. We just need to teach people the power of two, something that our founding forefathers were wanting to teach to us, 30, 40, 50 years ago in network marketing. And then all of a sudden, all the great teachings of days gone by totally got decimated and destroyed by the chaos of the behavioral patterns of, the internet, chase the golden calf out there, and it's a free for all, and, create all these incredible things and keep manipulating people, but still duplicating the only thing that's ever been duplicated successfully in the history of marketing, and that's failure. So what we did is we created a simulator, and then we decided to monetize it. We monetized it because the whole idea was to get people to be able to invite two people who would invite two people who would invite two people who would invite two people, the power of two all the way down. The average person doesn't sponsor 2.6, 2.22. Whoever created that concept back in the 90s was a liar, all right? They just lied. Somebody stuck some filler in there. The average person sponsors nobody, okay, for obvious reasons. So that's just my personal belief system, and just being around this industry for 36 years, that's what I've seen. So what if we created a simulator, almost like, if you're going to be a pilot, you got to go through a simulated process. If you're going to be a police officer, you need to go through a simulated process. If you're going to be a firefighter, you need to go through a simulated process. But nobody in all these years has been smart enough to create a simulator. So we created a simulator, had the software, spent thousands of dollars to have the software put together, and we were going to do it for free. And then we said, well, you know what? Why don't we just put a little bit of a challenge to it? I mean, we realized that, there's a lot of people out there on Facebook and Instagram and all over the internet that don't want to spend $50, that don't want to be on auto ship programs, that don't want to spend $100. There's a massive group of people out there that Warren Buffett talks about. I said, Tracy, why don't we create this unbelievable compensation plan that is by far the best compensation plan, I think. One, definitely, in the top 2 in the world. I know how to make it a little bit better, believe it or not. But it's definitely the best marketing plan in the world because it forces people to work. It forces people to communicate. It forces people to build. It's not a welfare program that you can discover in, matrices and binaries and stuff like that, although they're great concepts. I'm not here to knock that stuff. I'm just saying the truth is people need to learn how to fly the plane. People need to learn how to bring 2 people in. So I think we pulled off a genius move here because nobody else was smart enough to think about it. We created a business opportunity at $15. $15 one time out of pocket. So why $15? Because the world's ready to spend anything under $20. They don't want to spend $20. They don't want to spend $25. They want to spend anything under $15. Imagine being able to buy a 4-figure a month business opportunity, okay, potentially 5-figure a month business opportunity for 15 bucks. So the whole idea is to show you how to take $15 of seed money, right, and do what everybody wants to do. What does everybody want to do on the internet? Here's what they want to do. There's two components to what it is they want to do. They want to make cash. They want to make cash now. They want instantaneous payments. That's what people want. They don't want to wait for a company to send them a check. No offense. All right? Nothing wrong with getting sent a check, but there are people out there that need to pay their cell phone bill today. There are people out there that need to buy cat food today. There's people out there that need to buy groceries today. There's people out there that have a student loan, you know, they haven't paid in 3-4 months. There's people out there that have a mortgage, rent, car payments, gasoline, whatever it is. There's a lot of people hurting on the internet, believe it or not. And anyone that tells you there's not is a liar. Okay? People need money now. So we created an instantaneous positive cash flow mechanism within the system. Tracy and I, as admins, as overseers of the project, we don't touch any of the money. All right? We get paid our $5 admin fee, and you can make a $10 retail profit on a retail sale of a consumable product. And the consumable product is 15,000 cellular database leads. Okay? And we bought these from the second or third largest telemarketing firm in North America, and they were used in the presidential election by the Republicans and the Democrats to survey people on their cell phones. Now, why would they use cell phones? Why didn't they just phone the people at home? Because a cell phone is the most powerful tool right now, electronically speaking. People have a relationship with their cell phone. They don't let their cell, look at, I'm sitting here on a call and I got my cell phone right here in front of me. It's amazing. People have more of a relationship with their cell phone than they do their family. We're living in a cellular society. We are made up of living cells within our body. So we have the connection to a cell phone. Get it? So if the world's living with their cell phones, sleeping with their cell phones, having relationships with their cell phones, going out for dinner and communicating when they're on a date, not looking at each other, talking, but texting, then that's got to tell you somebody's going to come out with technology to reach people. And the beautiful thing about RVM, ringless voicemail leads, is that there's no buffer. And what I mean by a buffer, there's no secretary, there's no filtration systems that the internet has. The call goes right into the person's box, meaning you can now drop ship through these cell numbers. You can drop ship a message in somebody's cell phone box. And the really cool thing about that is if your message is powerful enough, whatever you choose to create and empower them as a form of communication, these people will never hear their phone ring. Therefore, they're never charged for the call. But they pick up their cell phone. They go, oh, wow, I got a message in my box. There's technology that allows that to take place without anyone being charged other than the person dropping the message at about 4.9 cents to 5.9 cents. Some service providers at 3.5 cents an actual physical drop. Isn't that amazing? So Tracy and I came up with this whole concept. People want cash, and what do they want? All the gurus out there on the internet are bragging about list building. They say, oh, you got to build a list. Oh, you got to build a list. Oh, you got to build a list. Hence, one-up list builder. So not only do we give you 15,000 cellular database leads, and Tracy's really nice. She'll send you 25,000, believe it or not. I don't know why we're sending out 25,000. I think it's just because we're nice. Okay, but it's 15 on the website, but we're sending out 25, and there's no confusion in that. It is 15 officially, but you know what? It's kind of like going through a drive-thru and they give you a second coffee by accident. We give 25,000 by accident, okay? You get the name of the person, you get their street, their address, where they live. You can actually look at their house on Google if you want, and you get their cell phone numbers. There's no email address attached to it, and there's no landlines, which means they're only good for texting, and they're only good for ringless voicemail, dropping a message in, unless you want to sit there and phone them. You can go right ahead and do that. You'd probably be doing that until 2047. So bottom line is, guys, there's technology out there to communicate if you want to do it. Now, we're giving you those leads. That database is worth about $300 to $400 because the ringless companies don't provide that. They're going to charge you $300 to $400. We give you that for 15 bucks. Isn't that amazing? And we only get 5 out of the deal. All right, we're doing all the admin basically for free because it's paying for product. We're hosting the website. Tracy built a $12,000 website with software, technology, and everything to run the whole system, with a colleague of hers and mine, I guess. So bottom line is you're getting a heck of a package for 15 bucks, and nobody's giving you a turnkey system like this out there. And then with the compensation plan being a one-up, I think it's by far, the most powerful compensation plan because you have a whole principle. And if you come from a biblical background, like, I guess I do, I'm not religious in any which way, shape, or form, but once upon a time ago, I came from a Pentecostal background. And the good book, as I understand it, always said you got to give in order to receive. And so with this, the one-up, the beautiful thing is if you understand the universal spiritual principles of giving in order to receive, basically what you're doing is you're giving your firstborn up for adoption in a fun, loving way. You just make one referral. There's no upline. There's no downline, really. You give one referral to the individual that was kind enough to bring you into the business, right? And from your second person on, you get paid to infinity. From your second person, they'll refer their first, who will refer their first, or refer their first. In a diagram, you would see it as a downline. You know, you can make it look like a downline just for fun's sake, if you just want to show somebody a two-dimensional. But in all practicality, there is no downline. It's just a brand new customer, all on a horizontal line, just new people being added to a horizontal line. They're paying retail for a consumable product, which are the leads. And God only knows what we're going to do here, because I seem to always be giving free training that is worth thousands of dollars. Every time I speak, I seem to be doing something that I probably shouldn't be doing. We're always teaching and educating here. So what you're going to get for $15 here is an absolute steal, one time out of pocket, and then it's $5 a year annually just for the website, just to keep it up and operational. Plus, we offer customer support too. So, I mean, how many people do you know have the lifestyle, the money behind them to be able to take a philanthropic approach to a business and say, hey, we're willing to give you all this and we ask for nothing in return? We're not asking for $29.95 a month. We're not, stiffing people on $50 a month and keeping 25 of that as a company or anything like that. We're giving you 10, keeping 5 for the website and to pay for those leads. They cost us. We didn't get them free, So it's unbelievable. And the other really cool thing that I love about this, we have some people right now making almost $200 an hour. They came in at $15 and making almost $200 an hour. Isn't that crazy? We've got some people making $70 an hour. That's a lot better than a 9-to-5 job. And for those of you that just kind of hang out on the internet all night, maybe you know a couple people out there that want to make $10 for every person they add to their friends list. And that's what I said. $10 for every person you add to your friends list. They subscribe for $15, become a part of a friends list, because remember I said one-up list builder? Not only do we give you the 15,000 leads, which we're kind enough to give you 25,000, but you're building a list in the back office of people coming into your network, people that are purchasing from you. Now, who are these people? These are network marketers, the best leads you could possibly have. What's so unique about these people as opposed to buying leads from lead brokers? These people you're already getting to know. They're in your organization, and you know they spend money. They're network marketers that spend money. How do I know that? Because they pay $15 to come in here and be on your list. You're building a list. You're getting paid $10 for every person that enters your list. And the cool thing in the back office is you get their name, I believe their phone number and email address. Isn't that amazing? So I think this is absolutely brilliant. The world wants a $15 business opportunity. The world wants to be paid instant cash. The world wants to build a list. And the world wants somebody to give them a whole bunch of cellular database leads. That's the new generation of technology. That's going to be the new lead generation down the road. The world is changing. The world's evolving. And anyone that tells you it is not, once again, is lying to you. The world is changing. People live on these cell phones. They date on these cell phones. They eat with these cell phones. They drink coffee with these cell phones. They sleep with their partners with these cell phones. It's unbelievable. The power of the cell phone is unbelievable. And in time, many of these people, I mean, just imagine, I'll share something with you. Just imagine if you walked up to a college and university student and said, hey, you got a cell phone? Person says, yeah. What color is your cell phone? They say it's black. Is your cell phone an iPhone or a Samsung? They say it's an iPhone. Even if they said it's a Samsung, it really doesn't matter. All you say, well, hey, listen, you're going to college, right? Yes, I'm going to college. Is your tuition fee pretty expensive? Absolutely. Do you work a part-time job in the summer just to help pay for your tuition fee? Person says, yes, I do. You do have a cell phone, though, right? You were being straight up with me when you told me you had a cell phone? Yeah, here, I'll show you right now. How would you like to turn this cell phone into $2,400 to $3,700 a month part-time while you're going to school? How would you like to learn how to become a dorm room millionaire so that when you graduate from college or university, you come out without a student loan, you come out in a world of prosperity, you come out being in a position to marry somebody in your life, maybe your university sweetheart, high school sweetheart, that you otherwise wouldn't have had the opportunity because you came out of school, both of you, in debt. How would you like to come out of school driving a Porsche Cayenne? And how would you like to come out of school potentially buying a house cash by the time you graduate in 4 years? Because when you go through school for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, when you realize that's not really what you want to be. Maybe your marks aren't there. Maybe there's a shift in consciousness with something going on in your life. You might want to get involved in free enterprise because you realize the world has nothing to offer you and you've got to create your own sense of security. That's why you and I need to be working together. So how much is it going to cost for you to be a part of that unbelievable dream to find your real pot of gold at the end of the rainbow when you graduate from college, university? $15 one time out of pocket. You can change your financial situation overnight. Isn't that incredible? Every single one of you watching this video right now, you have no excuse. You can't say you can't afford 15 bucks. You can't say you don't have the money. You can't say you're not interested in making money. I mean, physically you can, but to say that in front of another human being would be very humiliating. It would be kind of like watching Mariah Carey sing on stage in New York and she doesn't even know what the hell she's doing. You would know that's a seriously messed up presentation. All right, so the bottom line is $15 to go from the basement to the penthouse. Who's going to say no to that unless the Mariah Carey singing on stage, totally screwing it up? That's how I honestly feel deep down in my heart and soul. I just watched that video on YouTube before I came to the call. Couldn't believe what I saw. I couldn't believe that somebody who's supposed to be one of the greatest singers in the world would have had a major malfunction like that and couldn't even cover up by actually singing. So anyhow, guys, bottom line is this. It's either yes or yes. We've got people coming in from all over the world. Whether you use these leads or not, I really don't care. Whether you use the cellular database or not, I really don't care. Turn around and take your $15 purchase and go sell it to somebody else on the internet for 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks. When I take a look at this business opportunity for $15, if somebody walked up to you and said, I can show you a way to pay your rent. I can show you a way to wipe out your credit card debt. I can show you a way to, to purchase a home this year. I can show you a way to be driving a Porsche Cayenne or whatever it is you want to drive within 6 months and pay cash for that. It would only cost you $15 one time out of pocket to leverage yourself into either or whatever it is you want. What would you say? The answer has to be yes. There's no other logical explanation. So Tracy, I think that's where I'm at with this. If anyone wants to see the compensation plan, how it truly works, the power behind it, discover why some people are making, $300-400 a week here, $300-400. I guess some will be making that in a month. And you'll see why some people have actually hit $300-400 their first 17 hours in this business. Check out the compensation plan. It's on our website. By getting back to the person that brought you here and go to oneuplistbuilder.com/whatever their name is, and they'll definitely hook you up. Trace, back to you.
Thanks, Val. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Thank you for that, all that great information. Just the feedback that we've been getting from people, it's so exciting. I was speaking with someone the other day, and they said, I don't know how it works. I don't know where they're coming from, but all these people are coming. I'm meeting all these new people. I've got all these $10 payments coming into my account. And he says, this has got to be the best blessing I've ever seen. And so for us, it really is truly a work of love for us because we are philanthropic. It really is about the people. It's being of a service to people and being able to give in order to receive. And Val, you're brilliant. We talked about this whole concept for a great deal of time, and especially through for a very long stretch of time. And you know what? Just seeing the bliss and the bless that is coming to people, and being able to pay their bills, being able to get out of financial duress for a one-time $15, and that pays to infinity. So as people are starting to really see how this is blossoming and moving and developing, and the excitement that we're seeing from our community of people, people helping people, that really is what it's about in this industry. This industry is based on helping people, and that's somewhere down the road. I think the industry got a little bit lost. And we're just so very happy to see it all really coming back to center again and being exactly what it's supposed to be, people helping people. And that's exactly what our community is doing. So folks, we're very excited about what's happening here in just, oh my gosh, how many 10 days or 11 days, how many days have been out of the gates? Not very many. And we just wake up every morning and are excited to be helping you guys, doing whatever you need of us. We're the facilitators. This business is for you, and it's all about you. And we're so very excited about that. So with that being said, folks, we're coming down to almost the 30-minute mark on this presentation. We want to keep it short. We want to keep it informative so that you can share this message with your friends, and of course, build your friends list, because that's what this industry is all about. So don't forget, we also do our Sunday night sessions that we'll be doing. We'll be sending out a link for that, and that's a whole lot of fun. A lot more learning on that, and that's where Val and I really get into some nitty-gritty. It's not always politically correct, as we say, but we certainly get into some deep topics, and I think you'll really enjoy that as well. So with that being said, folks, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe.